Hello traders, and welcome to day 3 of the BlastChart video training series. My name is Joshua Gore and I'll be your video training guide for day 3. In today's video, we'll be examining how you can improve your trading experience and save time using one of BlastChart's most powerful and time-saving features, one-click templates. You will learn about the components that make up one-click templates and see how you can create your own custom templates. So fire up BlastChart if you haven't already, and let's begin training day 3. So what exactly are one-click templates? Well, you can think of a template as a pre-designed chart layout with all of your favorite indicators, settings and colors applied. What templates allow you to do is quickly switch between views of a chart with one click of the mouse. This saves an enormous amount of time, as you don't need to manually add and remove indicators, change settings or apply new panel themes in order to analyze a stock based on your trading strategy. All you have to do is simply change templates. This then gives you more time to spend researching your stocks and analyzing their trends. As templates are a frequently used option in BlastChart, they are displayed in both the Home tab and the Templates tab for quick access. BlastChart comes pre-configured with its own system template chain. This default template chain contains templates such as a Bollinger Bands and ADX combination, a MACD, an RSI and stochastic oscillator combination, a simple moving average, and a CMF template. Templates within a template chain can be grouped together in unlimited combinations. When you create your own templates, you can add them to existing groups or create new groups. You can also switch template chains, which will load a brand new set of templates. This feature allows you to focus only on the required setup for your trading strategy. Maybe you've just bought a trading strategy book or attended a trading course. Do you want your charts to look exactly like what you saw in the training books, complete with identical indicator colors and parameters, panel themes and more? Well, if your trainers have partnered with BlastChart, then chances are their own template chain will have been shipped with your copy of BlastChart. If not, you can always create your own template chain to match. This way, only all the required templates you need will be loaded. So how can we save time using one-click templates? Well, templates allow you to quickly implement your trading strategy, especially when researching stocks. For instance, I've created a new favorites list here based on recommended stocks that I've read about in a news article. As I proceed to go through each stock, I can quickly see if any of them match my trading strategy's entry criteria, using the preset indicators and settings of the templates I have specially created. Here I am looking at the simple moving averages template for any crossovers. This template consists of the 10, 50 and 200 day SMA indicators and a 20 and 30 day exponential indicator. Next, I'll quickly switch to my MACD template, which also features 2 exponential moving averages indicators. Finally, I'll check this stock using my Bollinger Bands and Directional Movement System indicator template for any signals there. If this stock doesn't meet the criteria of my trading strategy, I can simply move on to the next stock in my favorites list and repeat the same process. As you can see, I didn't need to manually add indicators or change their colors and parameters. Everything was already set up for me in my one-click template. Other charting platforms require you to manually add and remove indicators for each stock that you analyze. And when you switch backwards and forwards between stocks, all of the indicators you added are gone, so you have to re-add them. This takes a lot of time that should be spent researching and analyzing your stocks. Now that we've seen how templates are used to save you time, let's learn about the components that make up a template. Templates are made up of the following main components: indicators, chart styles, and panels. Each component has a series of different settings and options that allow you to fully customize your templates. Indicator parameters and colors can be configured, whilst panels can be sized, repositioned, and themed amongst other settings. BlastChart also allows you to create presets for indicators and themes for panels, which you'll learn about in future training videos. These preset components, however, make creating templates that are both consistent and reliable a quick and simple process. All these components piece together and a save to create a BlastChart template. And remember, all your custom files including templates are synced to the BlastChart servers so that you can use your exact templates on any computer around the world. So now that you have a basic understanding of templates and their main components, it's time to create your own one-click template. To begin with, let's select the default candlestick template from the templates gallery. This default template is great for creating new templates as it is essentially empty, apart from the data series and volume. Once we have our blank template, it's time to add our indicators and overlays. For this example, let's create a MACD template with 3 simple moving averages. First, let's choose the MACD indicator from the indicators list in the templates tab. The next thing we need to set is the position of where the MACD indicator panel will appear on our chart. Choosing none will place the panel below any existing panels with a setting of always top or none, but above panels with a setting of always bottom. Choosing always top or always bottom will fix the panel in either position. Panels that are fixed cannot be moved. And choosing an existing panel will merge that indicator with the new indicator that we are adding. Let's choose always top. The final step to add an indicator is choosing the indicator preset. An indicator preset is an indicator with pre-configured parameters and colors that you can save in order to reuse. You will learn about creating indicator presets in another training video. Let's just use the default MACD preset and click the Add button. As you can see, BlastChart has drawn the indicator onto our chart in a fixed panel at the top. Let's now add the MACD histogram to our template just to give our MACD indicator a bit more visual information. Choose the MACD histogram from the indicator list, and this time, let's choose our newly created MACD panel as our position. Leave the standard preset selected and click the Add button. As you can see, the MACD histogram has been merged onto the MACD panel. You can use this functionality of merging to create a wide variety of indicator combinations. Now the height of the MACD panel is a little too big for me, so what I'll do is resize the panel by clicking and dragging on the panel's bottom border. Okay, let's now add our 3 simple moving averages to our template. Simple moving averages can be found in the overlays list, as these indicators can overlay another indicator or data series such as volume. Let's add a 10, 30 and 50 day SMA. First, let's choose the simple moving average overlay from the overlays list if it isn't already selected. Then we have to choose a panel to add the overlays to. This is slightly different to adding indicators, as indicators can create their own panel, whereas overlays cannot. So we want to overlay our chart bars, so let's choose Chart as our target panel. And finally, let's choose the SMA 10 preset and click the Add button. As you can see, BlastChart has drawn the SMA 10 directly over the chart series. Now let's repeat the same process for the other 2 SMAs. Let's add a SMA 30 to the chart panel, and now an SMA 50. Notice how each preset draws the indicators in different colors. So there you go, traders. We've combined all of the pieces of a template, and we're now ready to save this template so that we can use it again later on. To save a template, click the Save Template button from the Templates tab. This will display the Template Options wizard. Now we can save over existing templates via this wizard or create a new one. Currently we have extended the default template, but I don't want to save over this one. Choose Save as New Template and click Next. Let's give our template a new key name. Let's call it MACD SMA. We can also add a description for this template. Descriptions are displayed as tooltips when you mouse over templates from the display menu. This is a quick way to learn what a template has been pre-configured to show. We can also type in a group name. Template groups divide your templates into more manageable collections within the active template chain. Let's type Learning as our group name and click Next. In this step, we define how the template will appear in the template gallery. Icon labels are the text that's shown on a template icon in the menu. Let's leave it as MACD SMA. Next, let's choose an icon for this template. I like the sunset icon, so I'll choose that one and click Next. In this next step, we can customize our Y-axis, which contains the price. We can set its position to none, left, right or both. The scale step defines whether the price is rounded to decimal 10 by using rounded steps, or is left to be automatically calculated using minimal gap based on the Y-axis scale. Minimal gap would display Y-axis numbers such as $2.01, $2.07, and $2.13, whereas rounded steps would display the same Y-axis as $2, $2.10, and $2.20, with the scale adjusted accordingly. We can also set the spacing between the last bar or first bar and the Y-axis, and finally the position of the tick boxes. Let's leave the Y-axis settings how they appear on my screen and press Next to go to the final step. Here we can set the amount of shading that each compression level, daily, weekly or monthly, will use. Using shading allows you to quickly see which compression the displayed bars of data are in, so you will never make the mistake of thinking you're in daily compression when in fact you are in monthly compression, as an example. Leave the defaults and click Next. Finally, hit Finish to save your new template. You can see that our newly created template is now in our list of templates in the template gallery. Now we can use this template to quickly analyze all of our stocks at the click of one button. And what's great is that BlastChart will automatically store this custom template on the BlastChart servers, so that you can log on to BlastChart from any computer anywhere in the world and see all your custom templates. Gone are the days of manually marking up your charts with the same indicators and settings time and time again. The last thing we can do is theme the panels in our new template. Currently, our panels are using the same default black theme that our base template used. You will learn how to create your own custom panel themes and change panel options in a future training video. But for now, let's just apply a preset theme. Now there are two ways to apply panel themes. The first way is via the panel options window. Click panel options from the ribbon menu and choose your target panel, or right click on a panel and select panel options there. Using the right click method will automatically select the panel in the panel options window that you clicked in. Let's make sure we have the MACD panel selected and press Next. This next step is where we can choose a preset panel theme to apply to our currently selected panel. Let's choose the default blue theme from the theme list. As you can see, BlastChart draws a preview of how the panel will appear. Click Next and finally the Finish button. And there you go. BlastChart has now themed our MACD panel with the default blue theme. You may notice that the theme was not applied to all panels, but only to the panel which we selected. This is because BlastChart allows you to completely customize each panel to suit whatever style you want. Some traders like to show different indicator panels using different colors and themes, while others like to have all the panels the same. If you prefer to have all your panels themed the same way, then you should use method number 2. Right click on any panel in the chart pane and select Apply Theme, and then choose a theme from the drop down list. Notice again that BlastChart draws a preview of the selected theme. Once you have the theme you want, click the Apply button. All panels in our active template have now been themed. When you change panel options, such as the theme, these options are automatically saved into your template, so there's no need to repeat the Save Template wizard. So traders, that concludes your training for today. We've learned about the power and time saving ability of BlastChart's one-click templates. We've learned about the basic components of a template, and also learnt how to create our own. Please practice creating your own templates and even create some to match a trading strategy that you are following. You will quickly see how powerful and time-saving BlastChart really is. If you have any questions or comments about today's training video, please visit the online community forums. Thanks for watching, and here's to your trading success.